Field rolls down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Vernon Hill Jr. and Dwayne Fowler. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. It is hammer down time on Thunder Hill. We're green at Electric City Speedway.
Vernon Hill getting just a little. Turn number 2. Maybe opening the door a little bit for Jimmy Z. Jimmy Z going to take the lead early on here into turn number 3. Vernon Jr. going to look to battle it back on the inside. He's not going to do it. We've got a leader at lap number 1 in Jimmy Z, Jim Zaremski.
What a move by Jim Zaremski. Now Zaremski leaves the inside open. Hill Jr. has to check up. Zaremski takes the lead back off of turn number 2. Travis Shoemate in 3rd and Vernon Hill in 4th. Dwayne Fowler trying to run the top in 5th, but Peg leads to his inside.
We got cars all over the speedway here early on in your Forefront Equipment Wissota late model main event. Your leader, Jim Zaremski, followed by Vernon Hill Jr., Shoemate, Vernon Hill Sr., and Rock Dagley rounding out the top 5.
Zaremski turns to complete lap number 3. Dwayne Fowler still trying to get that momentum up in the 12DF as Rock Dagley takes a peek to the inside of Vernon Hill Sr. and takes the 4th spot off of turn number 2.
Vernon Hill Sr. taking it up way up on the top shelf. We'll see if that pays off as Paul Leach looking to battle on the inside of Rock Dagley.
Paul Leach from 11th, starting up and into the top 5 in the first few laps. Of course, now he's about to get split by a couple of cars coming off of turn number 4.
Quick time on the field set by Ty Hamplin, car number 29 with a 16.044 right behind Paul Leach. We've got a caution on the speedway. Looks like Dana Laram in the bottom of turn number 3 turned the wrong direction. Jimmy Z gonna lead the field down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. We've got him re-racked and restacked, and we're ready to go back to green.
Great restart for Zaremski as he enters about middle, then drifts down to the inside, or rather cuts down to the inside. They're side by side for a second. Here comes Dagley, Shoemate, and Hill all coming at it as Hill's gonna hold it off of turn number 4.
Paul Leach just kind of watching from the back row right now, watching everything unfold as he changes up his line a little bit. We've got contact. That's Jeremy Castro getting hard into the fence and spinning the wrong direction in turns number 1 and 2. Jeremy Castro going to retire his machine to the pits for the remainder of the evening with some heavy damage as Jimmy Z leads him down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. We've got him re-racked and restacked and ready to re-fire here at Electric City Speedway. We're back to green.
Better restart for Hill Jr. that time. Zaremski still gets away. Dagley to the inside of Shoemate off of turn number 2. Dagley's got the bottom wired. He's to the inside of Hill Jr. this time out of turn number 4. Hill Jr.'s going to hold the spot though.
Jimmy Z leading him by 9/10 of a second over Vernon Hill Jr. Rock Dagley settling into the 3rd spot now as Travis Shoemate loses just a little bit of ground.
Don't look now, but here comes the 29 of Ty Hample from 13th up to 5th, and now battling with Travis Shoemate for 4th off of turn number 2. The 29 has his nose into 4th, and Rock Dagley is into 2nd, but they're all chasing Jimmy Z.
Jimmy Z lengthening that lead by just a little bit, lap after lap, up to 2.381 seconds over Rock Dagley in the 1D now. Quick time that time around the speedway set by Jimmy Z with a 15.626.
Zaremski side left tires all the way down on, basically on the Income tractor tires all the way around the Electric City Speedway. Dagley trying to chase him. We'll see if he closes this time out of 4.
Rock Dagley, a late model veteran here at Electric City Speedway, closing the gap on the 68 machine at Jimmy Z. He's down to a 1.2 second gap behind the 68 machine at Jimmy Z.
Ty Hample is taking the 3rd spot as they come off of turn number 4. Hample 13th to 3rd, plus 10 is the charge for the 29. Rock Dagley is reeling in the 68. He's got his hook in him as they come off of turn number 4 to complete the 13th lap with 12 to go.
Rock Dagley really closing in on the 68 machine at Jimmy Z. He was down to just over a half a second that last time around as he is right on the heels of 68 of Jimmy Z.
We turn to complete another lap. Ron Dagley right on the back bumper. Zaremski leaving a bit of a lane down on the bottom. Dagley stuck his nose down there. We'll see how Zaremski reacts.
Rock Dagley got a lot of laps in a late model here at Electric City Speedway. We'll see if that veteran poise will pay off here tonight.
Zaremski, Dagley, Hampel, and shoemate now Dylan Price in the 308 is entering the top 5. Lap traffic about to become a factor. Jim Zaremski and Rock Dagley both run right behind Dana Lira.
Jimmy Z really shut the car down on entry, but carrying a lot of speed on exit as he gets out of shape just a little bit in turn number 4. They're closing in on lap traffic in the 98 of Dana Liram. Dana Liram right where Jimmy Z wants to be. We'll see what happens here as they enter turn number 3.
Ty Hampel has gone to the top of the racetrack trying to run down the top 2. Off of turn number 4, Rock Dagley still on the rear end as they come off of turn number 4. Paul Leach is back into the top 5 and passes Travis Shoemate into 1 and 2.
Jimmy Z, your leader, followed by Dagley, Hampel, Leach, and Shoemate. Rock Dagley with a new quick time, 15.262 seconds. As they battle their way through some lap traffic.
That time, Dagley a little out of shape coming off of turn number 2. Dagley may have the faster car, but Zaremski has that 68 down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Don't look now, but here comes Ty Hampel in the 29 machine. He's closing the gap on the 1 of Rock Dagley. They're playing cat and mouse on the bottom. That might just open the door for Ty Hampel. Here comes Ty. We got them side by side in turn number 1. You've got a new leader in Rock Dagley.
Rock Dagley takes the lead. Jim Zaremski now back to second. Into the waiting clutches of Ty Hampel. Hampel down to the inside off of turn number 4 as Rock Dagley begins to lengthen his lead.
Paul Leach looking into the picture now as he's right on the heels of the 29 of Ty Hampel. As we look at 2 laps to go, this time by Rock Dagley. Out in front with a 2.8 second advantage over the 68 of Jim Zaremski. Here comes Paul Leach now, looking for a bonsai move on the 68 of Jimmy Z. Battle for second on the field right now, giving it to Ty Hampel that time by. Rock Dagley, your leader, into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Give it to Rock Dagley here tonight at Electric City Speedway. Battle here for second. Give it to Paul Leach. Followed by Ty Hampel, Jim Zaremski, and Travis Shoemate. Kelby, it's been quite a while since I've seen Rock Dagley in victory lane. It's a pretty exciting feeling for me up here in the booth.
Well, it's been a while for you. This is my first time, so.
As he comes down to victory lane, put your hands together once again for Rock Dagley in the 1 machine. Getting it done here tonight at Electric City Speedway in your WISSOTA late model main event.